Hey there, today we'll be doing today's question, that is merge sorted array. And the question statement is you are given two integer array, that is nums1 and nums2 sorted in non-decreasing order, and two integers m and n representing the number of elements in nums1 and nums2 respectively. Merge nums of 1 and nums of 2 into a single sorted non-decreasing order. So basically the question says that you'll be given two array, that is nums of 1 and nums of 2, and the nums of 2 size will definitely be smaller. Okay, and the nums of one's size is equals to m plus n, which is the size of both the arrays. So let's just get to the whiteboard and I'll show you how to do this question. So the question statement is pretty clear, that is we are given two arrays, that is one of the array is this one and another array is this one, and what you got to do is you just need to sort them. Okay, you just need to sort them into one single array, that is the nums1 array. And mind you, this question is pretty simple. If you just insert everything into this array and just sort them up, okay, that is very easy. That is O of n log n, obviously. That approach is fine. But how to do it in exactly O of n? How do we do this? This is what I'll be explaining you right here. Fine. So how to do this in O of n? So first of all, what we need to see is that the first array is sorted, and this is something like this. And there are some blank spaces. So let me just remove this. There are some blank spaces which needs to be filled up with what? With the nums of two array, that is 2, 5, and 6. So this is my nums 1, nums of 1, and this array right here is my nums of 2. Okay, so you just need to sort this array and write it up here. So what will be my sorted array looking something like? So it should look something like 1 2 2 and 3 and a 5 and a 6, which is fairly simple to just do it in one in just copying this here and just sorting this out. Okay, so how to do this in OFN? Let's see. So right here we have 1 and 1. So what we do is, first of all, while I was doing this, while I was trying to do it in O of n, my first approach was to start from the first and go on and start comparing. If the first guy is bigger, I just swap it. And what do I mean by that? So I started from left. Okay, I went up here at first and I check if my first guy is it smaller, then I'll leave it. I'll increment my pointer here. Again, it is similar, fine. Then I came here and I saw that this guy and this guy is obviously 2 is smaller in rank than 3. Okay, so I need to swap them. But there you might obviously run into a problem, that is if I, let's say, swap these two guys, fine, this is obviously done. For this array it will work perfectly fine. But what if I have something like let's remove this part, and what if I have something like a, let's say, 7 right here, fine. Then what do I do? Then obviously I'll swap this out. So this 7 and this 2 will be swapped. But as you see, these and this whole array, that is 7 5 6, the nums of 2 array will actually have a distorted array, right? It will no more be sorted. So that is where I left the approach of doing it from the starting, and then an approach came to my mind, that is why not just start from the back, right? So I started doing it from the back and I actually saw that this was actually helpful. So I started my two pointers, that is here and here. I saw, is the first guy smaller? If this is smaller and this is bigger, what do? I take the second guy, that is from the nums 2, and put it at the end of this. And how we are going to do it, you'll see in the implementation part. But for now, just understand the logic, what we are doing actually. Okay, so I am done with this guy, right? I'm done with 6. My first pointer is at 3 only, it will never move. But for now I'm done with 6. I've already done doing 6 and I've already placed the 6 right here. So I do not have any use of this 6, so I move my pointer by 1 less. Now I see which guy is smaller. Is 3 smaller or 5 smaller? See, I see 3 is smaller and 5 is bigger. So what do I do with this 5? I place it at the end of this. So now I see my job for 5 is also done. Now I come to this. Now I compare 2 and 3, which is bigger. I see that okay, 3 is bigger. So what do? I just place it here. And now what do? I move this one step ahead. Now I see 2 and 2 are equal, right? So you don't have to do anything. You just take any of the guy, any of the pointer, either this one or this one, and just write it down here, whatever the value was. And you can either move this pointer to left, or you can move this pointer to left, anyone. Okay, that is up to you. That is not a problem if you move any of them. So I say I'll move this. Now I see this is out of bounds. If it is out of bounds, just leave it. You don't have to do any operation anymore, and your array is sorted. And if you just see, your array is indeed sorted. So 1 to 2 and this thing right here. Okay, and you actually did it in one pass. So how to implement this code? So let's get to the code part, wherein I'll just show you the explanation. So this right here is the explanation, and yeah, there was some debugging actually I had to do. I had messed up this naming convention, so I had actually something going on right here. But apart from the naming convention, everything is fine right here in the code. And I've actually already submitted the code, so okay, so there's no problem for you. You can just take this down also if you want to. So yeah, so how do we do this? So see, as I told you, we had two pointers, right? Ing. And what are these ing? So I'll just shrink this down right here. I'll show you what are this ing pointer doing. So if I have two array, let's just erase this for now. Okay, let's just say this is my nums of 1 and this is my nums of 2. This is my nums of 1 and nums of 2. I take one pointer and put it here. I take one pointer and put it here. So this is what this step right here is doing. Okay, and what is this last pointer is saying? Okay, I have an array of size how much? Nums of 1 is of size how much? M plus n, right? Which is already given in the question. So the nums of one size will be something here, and from where do I need to put my elements? It is always from the last. This is from where I will start filling my array, right? This is from the last. That is why I've taken this last is equals to m plus n minus 1. Fine. And after that, what did I do? I just simply said if my nums of 1 of I is less than this, I just put the jth element at the last, or I put the ith element at the last, as I explained it to you. And if you're not still comfortable with that, I'll just explain it once more. Let's say if I have something like a 1, 2 and a 7. Okay, and here I have something like a 3 and a 4, let's say. Fine. And the nums of 1 is having a size of something like this, obviously m plus n. This is my first array, this is my second array. Okay, so what do I see? I put one of my pointer here and one of my pointer here. Which one is bigger? Obviously 7 is bigger, so 7 will be put here, right? And I move this pointer right here. So this is what I've done in this step, that is this line. So if my nums of one guy is smaller, who do I put? I put the nums of jth element. Okay, so if this guy is bigger, I put it here. If this guy is bigger, let's say if this was bigger, I would have put this here, and I would have decremented, or just put a minus 1 to the pointer. That means I just have decremented the pointer by 1, and I've decremented the pointer by 1 also here. And what this step is doing, let's see. So after this, let's just take another example. Let's say I have something like a 1 and 4, and I have something like a 2. Sorry. And you just have one more space right here. Since this is your nums of 1, this array is nums of 1, and this array is nums of 2. What will you do? You will take a pointer right here and put it here. Take a pointer and put it here. You see that 4 is bigger, so what will you do? You'll put this 4 right here. Fine. And this is removed. You come down to here. Now as you can see that you are just left with 2. Now you'll compare these two guys and you'll put this 2 right here. Fine. Now you're just left with 1. Fine. So 1 will stay in its place. So so this is what I've done. So actually this was a bad example. I would need something right here. So let's say I just reverse these two guys, that is this 1 and 2 are reversed. So if I have something like this, okay, 2 and 1. So what do you see? At the end, the pointer will always come right here at 2 and 1, obviously, right? So when you see that these two guys are needed to be reversed, how do you do that? If there is some element left in the nums2 array, how do we do that? We just say whatever is there left in the nums of j, just put it into my nums of 1 array and that will be fine. Okay, so this is what I've done right here. If there is some nums of j left, that means I've already sorted every element of nums of 1. Nums of 1 is sorted and only nums of 2's some elements are left, right? So just put those elements into the nums of 1 array. Fine. This is what I've done in this step. And is I greater than equals to 0? Actually, this part is also not needed. You can just omit this part also, but I've just done it for safety reasons. Okay, and yeah, this is it for this code. And if you just like the approach or understood the explanation, please do like and subscribe. And yeah, that's it for this video, and thank you for watching.